must have been here for a reason. Oh, my apologies, my friend. Is there any chance we've met before? I seem to have forgotten, well, everything. Well, if that's true, then my best source is completely useless. I have no idea where or even who I am. I just came out here with no memory whatsoever. I figured that someone would have recognized me by now. Maybe I'm a recluse or a hermit of some kind. That was my concern as well. I will of course verify any data I'm given, but for now, I have no data at all. I'm afraid that may be my only option. Thank you so much for your time.
Who's ready for more?
The squirrels will get plenty to eat tonight. Looking.
Worth and rot!
Watch yourselves. Take your best shot. Another glorious battle.
Worth and rot! Worth and rot!
Here it comes.
That tower's for Fjord's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shadowscar.
Right flank! Nice!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Stay!
Right behind you.
Glad that's over.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get there. I agree that this is important, Masoni, but if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
Masoni here is an able ranger, but he sees conspiracies in every missed watch and errant footprint.
I've been right before. Remember when those revenants went missing and we found Vitor and Ulrask vivisecting them in a cave?
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni, only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
Gods beyond. I owe you a debt of gratitude, Envoy. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I am shocked to hear Verano was captured, but it's better than dead. Do you know what happened? So Casagrada isn't evil, he's just a coward. Fantastic.
Verano mentioned a meeting between the bandits and an unknown party. Know anything about that?
A contact among my rangers?
I was right. There is a murderer.
Luring my rangers into an attack by bandits who are planning to meet a contact? Masoni, this isn't just an attempted murder. It's a conspiracy. One of my rangers is a traitor to our purpose, and my guess is that this meeting is most likely with the murderer we've been looking for.
Casagrada had a cousin, Felice. They were both farm kids, like most of us in the Rangers.
Ranger work pays better than being a farmhand, and we eat better too.
Felice was a good kid, but they weren't much of a fighter. Verano and them went after a bear with the plague. It was troubling the pilgrims at Nakutedek. The bear got Felice, tore their jaw clean off. There wasn't anything Verano could have done for them. Out here, things go bad fast. Come on, Captain. The kid's dumb as a stump.
Masoni!
I'm just saying.
Be that as it may, Being a fool doesn't preclude someone being a murderer or a traitor. I need to know what's really going on here. We're missing some pieces here, namely what happened to Monato. Until you find his body, we're groping about in the dark. Speak to Dorso if you haven't yet. I'll be here organizing patrols until you return. She's stationed near the gates of Fior.
In the past week. How am I supposed to live like this? Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer. I just need someone who can tame these damnable beings. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind. They can't even move fast, but I turn away for an instant and another one is gone. It wouldn't be so bad if I had any idea where they went. All I'm doing is wearing my shoes out. People are used to the damned things wandering around. I'm the one who's panicking here. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it. I'm not losing anything. I'll get to the bottom of this, and I'll do it without her help. You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them. It could be anything in a place like this. A relic? A grimoire? Luminous Adra? No, that wouldn't make sense. Nonsense. Revenants are harmless. It's hard enough making them useful. I'd look myself, but I don't trust the few subjects I have left. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or, it used to be.
Ah, a new face. There may not be much left, but... I don't think it's fair. I didn't do anything wrong. Probably using me as an example. Pick on a new kid, you know? I'll be back out there in no time. You watch. You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's rising star do for you, Your Eminence? Oh, you found him.
I was so worried. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault. Oh, so he made it. Thank the gods. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. Oh, you already talked to the old man. Listen, let's keep this between us. I have a reputation to maintain around here.
Right. Because we wouldn't want the other Rangers to think poorly of you.
2 bandits attacked us, and Verano stepped up to fight them. I drew my blade, and I froze. I saw more bandits coming, and Verano was getting overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. I know that. I mean, from training. Yeah, but this was different. I've never been in a fight before. Not a real fight with people actually trying to kill me.
You froze. It happens, kid. Combat instincts take practice. The real disgrace is tucking your tail in town instead of getting help and going back.
I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not a murderer. I swear. I swear! That's a relief. I'll find a way to make it up to him once all this killer business is over. And I hope you find them, Envoy. I'd love to give them a gauntlet to the face.
This kid's got too much to prove and too little to show for it, but he doesn't seem like a traitor.
Hello. Are you a fish too? Oh, the sardines shimmer. They swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her. The dream scourge. Is this how it starts? She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
We are a dandelion seed. Adelaro sings somewhere, but the tree stifles his voice. Adelaro's face burst into violet when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us! Who? Oh, yes, our Lacewing Lieutenant. We will speak to him. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
If nothing else, you'll spare her from having to see it.
Find him. Give the Lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Please, help us sleep soundly.
More of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Vessels of chains, and in your winking eyes.
A branch will see you. Worse than rust!
Good fighter.
One moment.
Stand back.
Let's say the Revenants were hiding in that lake.
The water is beautiful, wouldn't you agree? The surface is calm, but the depths are full of life. For now, I merely observe. In the time of the ancients, a piece of the sky fell here. Then came the water. It pulses with essence, though it does not live. You are a godlike. I'm surprised it did not speak to you. The moon and the water yearn for each other. This place marks one of the precious occasions where they met. Forgive me, we have no reason to know each other. I mediate between mortals and the Lady of Lament. Some call me a gift-bearer.
Oh, good. I could use a new pair of boots.
We had one come to Verity's once. Thought he was a grifter. Especially since he only seemed to want tokens made of gold or gems.
They do, but coin doesn't concern me. Healing is my calling. That's what brought me to this lake. The shard of sky is a fragment of Ione Bratha. When the moon shattered, it fell here. Its memory is long and full of pain.
Perhaps, whatever they are looking for, they should not be here. A remnant of Andra's loss should have nothing to offer them, yet still they gather. I sense their discontent. I wonder if Andra does, too. If you retrieve the stone, find me at the harbor to the south. I have plans for it. And you. Take care when you breach the surface, though. The vessels might react. Ah, the tender of Bereth's orphanage. Yes, I've seen him. I fear he meddles in dangerous forces. Still, I respect your vow of aid. Make sure you hold your breath, godlike. Your work in this life is not finished.
I know that's what I want to do.
Okay, folks. Let's get the Skyrock from the lake full of corpses so we can...
Worth and rust! Worth and rust! Worth and rust!
Nice job, everyone.
Did you hear that? Never mind.
Give me a target.
Mike! Got you.
Sure.
Hurry on, boy. Those revenants are definitely coming this way.
There you are. You'd been gone so long I was starting to worry. What happened at the lake? So there was something supernatural at work. I knew it. Tell me more. But what happened to them? Oh, this is going to bother me. Well, I asked you to investigate, and you did. Now, I should get to work on the new flock. They won't animate themselves. Surely someone's died somewhere.
Animancy? Grave robbing? People sure have fun around here.
Maybe pick up some eggs and milk while you're out getting corpses. Maybe a nice pastry or two.
You emerged from one shore and found me at another. Do you have the stone? Good. The farther it travels, the safer it will be. Even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name. To heal Andra's wound, I must give it a watery grave, commit it to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there. The journey may be perilous, yes. I accept your well wishes. Now, will you return it? I have coin, if it would help. I can afford my boat passage. I need no more than that. The Lady of Lament assures me that this is better off forgotten. By helping me, you've helped her. She owes you, and she won't forget that. I will relay that message sooner than you think. So, that is that. I believe my time here has come to an end. Whatever called you to these shores, I hope it reveals itself soon. Until our next voyage around the wheel, godlike.
I would kill for a standard festering snake bite right now.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Did you? Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die. Wonderful. Even a few seconds of talking to someone more interesting is like a breath of fresh air. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service. Asierno really stooped to asking for help. How very unlike her. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols. I hope Verano's all right. The wilds can be cruel. Oh, that boy! Sure, he can fight, but does he think? Leave him to his farm and family, I told Asierno. But does she ever listen to me? The way this valley chews through rangers, we can't be selective. That's what she says anyway. Casagrada is a farmer's son. His father too is a farmer's son, and so was his grandfather. The same is true for nearly all of our rangers. They were raised with plows in hands, not swords.
You fight with the soldiers you've got, as the saying goes.
And we take these green farmhands, give them 5 minutes of weapons training, and tell them to stand against the tide? When we should be hiring people like you. People who were raised to fight, to protect. People who understand what's at stake. But that's neither here nor there. We were talking about Verano. He and Monato are the best of us, but no one's without their challenges. Verano's always trying to play both sides, be the peacemaker. It makes him soft. And Monato, you won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. He was a good friend once, I admired him. But he changed. No, no way. I would trust him with my life. But come to think of it, I don't really know the man that well. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. It was claimed by an old animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could. From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there. I'm not Monato's keeper. He's a grown man and can take care of himself. Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
Hopefully, when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
Rumor has it.
Welcome.
Welcome back. If only we could find from the deck. Good. Outlaws living off the hog. Perfecto.
Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge. Here. Tell me you're joking. Willichis talked about Dream Scourge for weeks. I was too busy resenting his easy life to listen to him. They'd been acting
sideways more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fjord will panic. Where is she now? Then I can't leave her. I can't kill her either, but I'll have to find the strength. Here, you went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can...
Pour you a drink, godlike.
Well, apologies for the ruckus. I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's Animancers for you. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terrors stalking the wilderness day and night. True, but now they do so without fear. And that's not even our biggest problem. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we...
Welcome back, envoy.
You return. Have you visited all 3 grave sites? Oh, I never expected such generosity from you. You paid for my crime from your own pockets? Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend. You have done Fiora a great service.
And wasted perfectly good food in the process.
Now, will you stand and pray with me? Another time, perhaps. Well then, allow me to thank you properly. Please, take this token of Barrett's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimika, and ferry you gently to the next life.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you?
Is that... Gelard?
This is Starman. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well. Star metal is exceptionally dense. It weighs much more than one would think from its size. More fascinating, however, is that this metal is suffused with dormant essence. This makes it naturally susceptible to enchantment. No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galawain's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galawain's Tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Amica? Fine establishment, Amica.
Nadiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada. Very few, save for old Quilici, and he's like a father. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Chrysalis.
Wheel of uneven spokes. It shatters under its own weight.
Hello? You still with me? Strange. Shouldn't feel anything in the physical sense. No matter. Let's go over your results. Your soul has a fascinating internal structure. Perfectly balanced. An artist couldn't have made it better. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. God, my condolences. Those two are a handful, even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting. Nothing harmful, at least not yet. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us,
she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land, diverted, like the flow of a river. And risk joining her in exile? No. Without this workshop, we have nothing. Regardless, essence doesn't just disappear. It must be going somewhere. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
I'll be honest. He lost me when we started talking about souls. What did I miss?
Something the matter? I hope none of my colleagues scared you off. Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. And every bit of it was critical to our research. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work. Absolutely. I wanted to see the Dream Scourge through different perspectives. Thanks to you, I have. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Think of it as a spiritual tuning fork, or a dowsing rod. It has many functions, some more obvious than others. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
that's where her parents died, I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great. I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
Gods. We can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
One moment. I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? Nothing so malicious, but no less cruel. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing. For the time being, that would be best. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us. That ragged thing? It's as dry as a bone. Hardly any essence left. Even if it wasn't, I'm not exactly welcome in the workshop these days. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
You won't get through this!
Cartographer must be around here somewhere. Naku Tedek is a place of spiritual power. We're sure to find the answers we seek.
Why do they call it that anyway?
Good question.
You there?
Means
Need some
ancient
supplies? Salutations, traveler. Welcome to lovely Naku. Oh, but I forget my...
We usually bring our dead to Naku Tedek.
This is a
For you,
spiritual
I'll make an
haven.
exception.
Could we remove the animancy equipment? Take it up through the door.
Coming in hot. You take lead.
Worth and rotten! Worth and rotten!
Next one's mine.
Worth and rotten! Worth and rotten!
I
was just getting warmed up.
Worth and rot!
Patience.
Out of the way!
Gather round.
Worth and rot!
That'll show him.
One of your machines shocked me.
There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar.
We remember these walls. Yes, we have been here.
I failed you, my lord.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about? We'll get to that and more, I promise. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face. This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this? Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, there goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine. We twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless. That we're on the right track. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it. My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent. Trap or no trap, I didn't come all this way just to give up. After you.
But we gotta see what's down there now.
Gods! I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. Who are you, stranger? Then I hope you find answers, and not merely more questions. When you're finished, maybe you could help a servant of the gods? In which case, I'd be honored to settle your debt with a good deed. While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking. Avoid the glade west of here. The bandit spared my life, but he could see a godlike as a threat. If you find him, please, no more bloodshed. Vengeance will not make this right. May the light shine on you. May it shine on the thief as well. I will try to understand his motives.
This doesn't sound like any of the grave robbers I know. Not that I know any grave robbers.
A saint's relic.
Some of these relics are older than pure itself.
I did not bring us here to explore, but clearly something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door, or did the door open for you? Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about it once we reach the bottom.
Never had a chance.
Another win, but who's counting?
I can start that generator for you. Just say the word.
No, the knife.
Look out.
Come on! Come on!
Patience. Almost ready.
I think worth the run!
Your days are numbered.
That's done? Who's hungry? I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice.
I think worse than run!
Give me a second. I need a moment. What in the name of Aora is that?
You, think it's sleeping?
I've never seen anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No, this was alive once. And the people who lived here were terrified. Whatever this is, at least it's dead.
Nicely done.
I think worse than run! I think worse than run!
done it better.
Death into life. Interesting. The Godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way or that? Looks like quite a party. Let's break it up. I'll say it. I'm impressed.
Come on! Come on!
Watch your right and rot! Worth and rot! Worth and rot!
One for you!
If there are any monsters left, show yourselves. Some of us have work to do. I guess that means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
I'll fix this.
Come, hear us through the Adra. Find us.
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us. The Godless erected many important sites around Pillars of Adra, though I can't speak to their motives. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature. Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
You are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts, we welcome you.
The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them.
They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls.
We felt the thrill of their wonder. We basked in their desire to know us. They brought their prayers to us. We answered. Our people died. Their books were burned. No one was left to speak our name. But we remember an age of connection and wholeness.
Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life. Sabato.
We offer you connection, root to branch, and you return to us with suspicion.
Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said.
But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long. Rod, we feel it too. Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea. Your words are comfort indeed.
Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain.
Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akita, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison. We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound.
Find us in the garden. We twine, we await.
First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. You rejected us once before. Let us lend our shade and strength, for your sake and ours. Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us. Free us.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought. It's a good thing we got results, because I have no desire to put you through that again. While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the Living Lands, somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness. You've heard of it. Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin. Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you? Excuse me? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this? A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something. Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the Living Lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora, connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapadal speaks and works through Adra, then the Living Lands is their prison, their tomb. Now that is a tall order. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it.
I got a headache just thinking about it. And I'm not the one with the god knocking around in there.
The real question is, where do I start? Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues. I wouldn't count on it. Besides, what good am I to Fior Mesiverno anymore? The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy. The end of the Living Lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Stop! The trees splinter, the rice turns black. The pain! The pain! They come from the outside. How did we not see them?
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter? Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only... Oh my god. No!
Andres Debs. This was no accident.
What happened? Who did this? It's all gone. The city. My home. Maybe an experiment that got out of control. But the damage would have been confined to the workshop. We have to check on the others. At least let me find Quilici. Any survivors would have evacuated to the farms north of town. Come, there's not a moment to waste.
A city up in flames? You tell me who your coin is on.
I can't believe this. What you smell is the workshop going up in flames. The ashes, chemicals, machines. Many of those inventions were originals from the Valian republics. One of a kind, irreplaceable. I don't know why I'm dwelling on that. We lost more than our work.
Your work was your home. You're allowed to mourn it.
They burn. They blind us.
Gather round!
Worse than rot!
Good one!
no time to lose. We make a good squad.
Do you want to talk? They say that animals of the gods love you. Whoever did this, they are
I'll fix this. Barriers, rise!
Worth and rot! Worth and rot! Worth and rot!
Gather round. I hope everyone is all right. Animancers know how to plan for emergency. I've never seen one like this. If anything happened to Kulichi, I don't know what I'd do.
Let's get to the farms. If there's trouble, we can help.
Again and again they strike.
Worth and rot!
Come on! Come all!
Well, there are worse places to go.
Take your best shot.
On your left.
Ek worth and rot!
You won't get through this.
They're coming for the queen. Take her out.
I'll fix this. Another Go for the wheel.
My turn. Right behind you.
Point for you!
Gather round. I'll fix this. Under my protection.
I think worse than rough!
That's one for us.
I'm no expert, but that looks like poison.
The high ground is peaceful. Anything we build lower is subject to the whims of nature.
Huh.
can smell the flames. We must pray for the people of Fjord. May I help you? You did! To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you. Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose? That would mean Eothas killed them. That's not possible. I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
A challenge is one thing. Slander is something else entirely. It can't be that simple. I can't worship Eothas blindly. But if what you say is true, I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste. I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life.
Shame this had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
Got eyes on something? And painless. That's done? Who's hungry? There's the city. What's left of it. Gods, who could do this to us? Who could burn us out like rats and call it a victory? Motherfuckers. Somehow we recover. This flames, our history. Everything we are.
and rust!
Nicely done.
I was just getting warmed up. Here we go!
Look, they made it out. Thank the monks. I needed that. I needed to see them so badly. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Take a few more deep breaths. We're not going anywhere.
Rabbits in a burrow, hunted.
You showed up at a bad time.
These people are looking for leadership, a sense of direction. We should find Kulichi.